Before we jump into this video, I want to give a quick disclaimer. So this video is by no means intended to discredit dropshipping as a business model. I'm fully aware of the fact that I wouldn't be here without it and of the insane privilege I have to get the opportunity to build my dream businesses. Frankly, I feel pretty guilty about the amount of money I have right now, but I also want to be proud of myself and empower you in your business and also have an honest conversation about the current state of my entrepreneurial journey. So let's hop right into it. Why, hello there. Welcome to a video about me pretending to be a Fortune 500 company CEO. Just kidding. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how I turned my small little dropshipping store into what most would consider a full-fledged brand. I'm going to be talking about why I did this, how I did this, and how you can do it too. So if you've been wondering where the hell I've been the past few months, hopefully this video will help answer that question. Alright, I switched rooms because I actually forgot that the audio out there is complete trash. But first things first, let me address the elephant in the room. Why this title? Why am I not dropshipping in 2020 or quitting or whatever? So no, this is actually not clickbait or anything like that. In 2020, I am not going to be dropshipping. I am solely going to be focusing on my in-house brand. So in 2019, me and my partner Tyler came up with a long-term plan of what we want to do for the long term. Like, what is going to be our big goal? And we came up with something called our SMART brand cycle. Now, this is obviously just like a personal thing. You don't have to follow this brand cycle by any means. It's just a personal thing, like I said. I made a little sketch about this so that you can kind of see it. This premium cycle is basically a sketch of 3 brands that we want to have. One of them being a consumable brand. So this means a product that can be used or eaten or something along those lines, so that we can actually build a subscription service into our business model, right? Because this is a product that people are gonna have to buy over and over again. The next brand in the brand cycle that we want to build is a premium or designer brand. So of course, I'm not big into designer clothes or anything, but I do love the idea of having amazing quality products. And this is actually the brand that we're focusing on right now. We're building products that we think are cool, or products that we've found before in the past that we really love, like winning products that we've seen in the past. And we're finding exclusive suppliers in different parts of the world so that we can actually recreate these products or improve them with much better materials. And then the last brand in this brand cycle is an education brand. And that's what's going to be tied in with what I'm doing here with you guys, teaching you how you can build your own brand, how you can run paid ads, and all things related to digital marketing and starting your own business online. So now that you understand what I really mean by why I quit dropshipping, let's get started into how you can actually build your brand and why you should build your brand.
Why?
Now, as I said in the disclaimer, this video is not to talk shit about dropshipping or anything. If you're running your dropshipping stores, you're making money, or even if you want to start your dropshipping stores, this video should not stop you from doing that. In fact, this video should empower you to do that in an even better way. But anyway, step 1 is understanding why brand is important. So 2019 was a big year for me. Beyond just me actually choosing to go full on into my brand vision, I actually also had another milestone in my entrepreneurial journey, which was actually investing in my first real estate property. So this was actually a huge move. I've always loved real estate, not only like from an aesthetic standpoint and like a design standpoint, but just from an investment standpoint as well. And beyond my real estate investments, I've also invested in other things like stocks. I do have a little bit of money invested in Bitcoin, and it's made me realize that, you know, investing is really cool, right? It's really cool to be able to put your money somewhere and grow it over time. So this is why the concept of building an actual brand really appealed to me to a deeper level. I love the idea of putting your hard work into something, making money out of it while you run it, and then being able to grow that month after month, year over year, and grow that thing, in this case a brand, in value. And that's something called brand equity. Now, the actual Google definition of brand equity here is the commercial value that derives from consumer perception of the brand name of a particular product or service rather than from the product or service itself. So what that really means is the value of your brand beyond just one product. And as opposed to dropshipping, where you're only really making money each individual sale that you make, when it comes to brand building and brand equity, you're actually increasing the value of your brand, not only by each individual customer, but by each person that follows your brand, each person that engages with your brand, and just the overall community that you're building. This is the main reason why I wanted to build a brand. When I made my YouTube channel, I truly realized one of my passions was building communities, and you guys are a part of my community. And I realized, why can I not do the same thing with my actual e-commerce brands? And just that idea right there got me so excited excited and motivated, and I felt kind of like back when I just started my entrepreneurial journey. I had the like spark in me that I hadn't had for a very long time. So that spark is actually what allows me to stay motivated and inspired every single day. Like as soon as I wake up, all I want to do is work on my brand. But enough about me. The next reason why building a brand is very important is actually because of sustainability, the long-term game. As you build your brand, it'll be more and more difficult for people to take away your brand equity. Whereas if you just stay in the drop shipping level of e-commerce, basically, a simple Facebook ad ban or PayPal hold could completely wreck your business, especially with the rise in competition in the dropshipping niche itself. If you guys haven't noticed yet, the dropshipping search term has almost like doubled in the last couple of years in terms of search volume, which is insane. Literally every time I think it's gonna peak, it keeps going up. So what that tells you is that every single day there's virtually thousands of people getting into AliExpress dropshipping, and it is saturating the market to a degree. Of course, there's always ways to make it work, but my point here is that you have to start thinking about what you're gonna do 3-5 years down the line rather than just, you know, in the next 6 months or a year. So now we've gone through step 1, you understand why building a brand is so important. Let's get on to step 2. Step 2 is figuring out your vision and mission. So your brand is bigger than just your logo and the colors that you use on your store. Of course, those are really important things as far as design, but what's gonna set your brand apart from every other person selling similar products, right? It's not gonna be the colors on your logo. It's most likely gonna be your vision and your mission statement. With that, it's also important to come up with your brand voice. Like, how are you speaking to your customers? Like, who is your customer, right? What's your target demographic and how would they like to be communicated with? Now, the great thing about actually taking the time to come up with these things, even though you may not think that these are like revenue generating activities, these things will actually make your product research so much simpler, right? Because now you have like a narrowed down, you have some criteria to actually go by beyond just like, you know, this product is getting a lot of clicks on Facebook, right? Like those are great things, but now you actually have something deeper than that, and it's gonna allow you to take your dropshipping store to new heights. There's so many brand examples that I can think of that have amazing value propositions, even though they may sell products that are, you know, not that amazing. A great example is Movement watches. They just got bought out for $100 million, and they've only been around for like 5-6 years. Imagine turning $100 million profit in 5 to 6 years from your brand, right? There's no way that a dropshipping store could even get close to those numbers in pure profit. And you know what? I have a Movement watch and it's not that great. The design is really cool, but the actual craftsmanship and quality it's okay. It's not amazing. It's not bad, obviously, but it's not that great. But the reason why they're so successful is because their brand has something deeper than just the watch. They stand for living life on your own terms. That's literally in their Instagram bio. And that's deep, you know, a lot of people will buy into that mission statement. Another great brand that I really love is Glossier. So if you don't know them, they're basically a cosmetic brand, and they're not extremely high quality or anything, but their mission statement is deep and their whole branding is really appealing. And this is why they're, you know, they're so successful, even though their products are not like the greatest products of all time or the most innovative things in the world. So when it comes to building your brand, the mission and the actual value proposition has to go beyond just your actual product, which is great because it means that you don't have to be extremely innovative as long as you actually take the time to think about these things. Now, step 3 is thinking about how to continuously improve your business in terms of fulfillment. Now, this is, of course, kind of a touchy subject when it comes to dropshipping, and unfortunately, the fulfillment times are what's gonna kill a lot of businesses this year, especially with ePacket potentially being increased in price. Now, I'm not gonna cover all the fulfillment options that you have or how to improve these things in this video just because it's gonna make this video way too long, but I will link in the description a recent video that I made in the last like 3 months where I cover all of these fulfillment things in detail. And I even provide you with some of my own resources when it comes to fulfillment. So make sure that you check that out after you watch this video. But yeah, that's a big step. You gotta improve that fulfillment. So for us, our current brand that we're building is premium. So we're shipping everything with like 2-day shipping, and trying to get things out as fast as possible and providing the best unboxing experience that we can. Now this brings me to step 4 in making a brand out of a dropshipping store, or just making a brand in general. I mean, these tips will help you regardless, but step 4 is getting influencers involved. And I'm not talking about your classic meme pages. I'm talking about legitimate influencers, real people that will back your brand. So when it comes to influencers, there's 4 different marketing goals that you should go for. One of them being increasing your brand awareness. The next one is generating content. After that is simply growing your social media following. And of course, the last one is generating sales and acquiring customers. Now, a great way to get the most bang for your buck is actually focusing on micro influencers and simply providing free products in exchange for sponsorship or custom content. And this is what we've done the most of. We've actually put a strong focus in sending out products to smaller influencers that actually fit the vibe of our brand so that they can get us a ton of custom content and free shout outs in the future. And of course, this will not work as well if you have just a really bad product or a really bad service. So this is why this isn't step 1. You need to make sure that you actually figure out the first steps before you get into this influencer marketing strategy. Now, of course, when it comes to reaching out to these micro influencers, you want to make sure to make them feel special, make them feel a part of your community. Now, step 5 is basically where I am right now. It's just tweaking and optimizing everything in the business. Now, this means legal side of things, reinvesting money into the business so that it can continue to grow, continuing to reach out to new suppliers to find better quality materials or more efficient systems, and most importantly, understanding that all of this hard work that you have put in till now and that you'll continue to put in will compound over time, almost like compound interest. I'll put up another cool sketch that I made, and it's based on the book The Slight Edge. And it's called the aggregation of marginal gain. So what that basically means is how insanely powerful it is to improve even just 1% every single day. A 1% improvement every single day over a long period of time will compound and will give you results unlike anything you probably could imagine. So this is great motivation for those days when you're just feeling really low and feeling extremely unmotivated, or like all your effort is kind of worthless. Just make sure to keep your head up and continue to put in the work every single day, because it will compound over time. It's literally like a math equation, you know, as long as you continue to put in the work and you improve every single day, even if it's just 1%, you will reach your goals. Now guys, all those steps are extremely crucial, but of course at the end of the day, it really does come down to you putting in the work and actually keeping these things in mind. So just make sure if you're starting your dropshipping store that you don't fall into the habit of picking bad products just for the sake of making money. Make sure that you start right away on the right foot and that you continuously improve all the systems in your store so that you can build your brand equity and build an actual asset with your business. Now, I have a ton of video ideas to implement, but of course I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments. Some future videos that you want me to make. I will be revealing my brand at some point this year. I'm not exactly sure when, and I'm willing to bet that some of you guys will really love my brands just as much as I do. But with that being said, guys, I'm so excited to be back. I can just feel how amazing this year is gonna be, and I hope that you feel the same way, and I hope this video empowered you to put in the work this year and actually make your dreams come true. I know I will. I have big goals and big dreams, and I'm 100% willing to work for them. So I hope you are too. And with that being said, I'll be seeing you in my next video. It's good to be back. Peace.